one way that government involvement in the economy can undermine the ability of people to live various lifestyles, various personal lifestyles, is through forcing of conscience. What do I mean by this? Well, the government can essentially make it difficult for people to do things like obtain employment, maintain businesses, etc., unless they're willing to comply with the government's rules. Okay. For example, there are some states that pass laws saying that pharmacists must be willing to distribute birth control, including certain forms of birth control that many people consider morally equivalent to abortion. So notice what's being said here. Nobody's saying you have to distribute the pills, but they're saying if you want to own a pharmacy or be a pharmacist, or at least if you want to be a pharmacist, you have to either find a distributor, or find a pharmacy to work for that doesn't stock them, or distribute them. This is one of the issues that came up with the Affordable Care Act. One of the provisions said that all insurance companies must provide access to contraceptions, and that included certain contraceptives that many people consider morally equivalent to abortion. So that meant essentially that some people were forced with an option. Right? Now, the Supreme Court overruled that, or at least demanded exemptions. But people were forced into a difficult position. Either they did an act that they disapproved of, which is paying for a service that provides people with what they regard as equivalent to abortion, or they sold off their business, right, or refused to grow their business past 50 employees. So that's an example of forcing of conscience. Okay? By being involved in regulating the economic sphere, the government can issue ultimatums that people can't be involved in certain sorts of economic activity unless they're willing to abide by certain regulations. And some of those regulations might conflict with people's conscience.